Taurus. How are you? I hope that you had a happy Easter. Some time has gone by now. I'm Barbara, and this is Cha-Cha or Tango Tarot reading. And let's see if it's going to be a Cha-Cha or a Tango. I don't know. We're doing Taurus. Maybe somebody better call in the Matador. I have a good feeling about Taurus. I really took myself to the park today and gimped around on the crutches because I'm trying to get rid of them. I think somebody would take them from me, but it didn't happen that way. So let's see what we've got going on for you. I'm going to put these on because I like to see what Taurus the bull sign has. Oh my. Well, we have the Five of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Sun card. Very good. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords. Well, a little bit interesting here. So what I feel, I'm also going to be pulling a card afterwards by Doreen and Melissa Virtue. They're oracle cards, but I like to see how the cards play out first and see what spirit is bringing me. If I can stay adjusted. Okay. Oh my. It seems that you have had just a little bit of going through a little bit of sadness and despair, Taurus. A little bit of love difficulty. Something just didn't go quite the way that you wanted it to. And I am so sorry for that. See, we have the Five of Cups. Okay. And there are like spilled cups, you see, like 3 spilled cups in front, but there's still 2 behind, and the looking down and a feeling that you just can't cross, you just couldn't make what you wanted to make happen, and I feel that it was not from you, lack of trying. I feel that something, did you offer someone something about love, and it just didn't quite, that's what I feel. There was an offerment of not only love, but an offering of more to go with it. And it was just kind of tossed aside or rejected, but it was done kind of carelessly. And you've been hurt with this. And this has just been just not long ago. And you've been trying to figure out how are you going to get over this? How are you going to get past this? But you just can't quite see. I feel like, the cups that are kind of like thrown, they're kind of tumbled over. I just feel like when all your cups are filled and with happiness and joy, and you had this expectation, you were reading something that the other person wasn't quite reading the same way as you. And so when it all kind of tumbled, it was rejected is the word that I'm hearing. Spirit, I'm really feeling a lot of I'm really feeling a lot of despair and hurt inside. Um, I feel that they were just, you just kind of felt like just kicking them over, you don't want to offer them up to anyone else, and you just felt like, you didn't care if you had this for yourself either anymore. But that has been, you're still in a hurt mode, but moving past it. And then next we have the Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands really is capable of doing things that just rule and mend and take a sterner look at things, just kind of holding that staff and going, this is where I sit. I am not budging. I'm looking on to the future. She's looking toward something else. And you notice that, there is like the cat that is sitting like in front of her. And a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people say no black cats because they're bad luck, they're this, they're that. But actually, the black cat is sitting, and it represents the remorse and what she has had happen. And it's just an animal that is just fleets in and out. So the pain is going away. And you're going to have, you have the sunflower even in your hand. It's a replanting. It's a re-looking at things in a good, better way. So what has happened to you has actually given you a better view, a better sight of yourself, and you're realizing you really didn't need that. Okay, so the heartache, but it really wasn't serving you what you wanted to bring in the person. I'm feeling very much spiritually that it was divine intervention. And I'm very sorry if that sounds, I know in a hurtful time, people don't like to hear that because, you just go, well, I really didn't need to hear that. But it's because you say you have the Sun card. The Sun card is what is really crowning you, which means the sun has come up, there's happier times, and you're already into that. You eased out of that quicker than you actually thought that you would when you realized, maybe it is for the best. And it was, because sunshine is just all around you. And now that the sunshine has come, this person, these seven of swords. Okay, this person is really just having to carry their own sorrow and pain and regret, but just kind of leaving. There are two left behind, but the two that are left behind are just kind of like, you see how the person's got those, and they're just they've got like 5 of them, and they're just going off, and they're kind of looking back, kind of a snickering. They really thought that they were pulling something over on you, and now they're having to take all that on their shoulders back with them. And although 2 are solidly in the ground and left behind, those are because you put your foot down and said, I am not having this. I am not, there's not going to be any taking this back. There's not going to be any redoing. Enough cuts. Usually the first cut is the deepest, that's the saying in the heart. And so, and then of course there is the Five of Swords, and you'll see that there are two people just like in the distance, and I feel that this is the person that they had other agendas, okay, and I'm not going to go as far as to say another person, but they were just not quite ready to do the right thing, and just kind of always, I feel, wanting to just be kind of where they didn't need to be, and when they should have been doing and taking care and being with you and spending more time, and they kind of just got caught up in something and decided, oh well, it's not important if I'm there when I say I will be there, and it's not important if if I promised I would do something and I'm not really going to do it right now. It will be understood. But you have there are two swords on the ground that just kind of surrendered, to you, and you have two on your shoulders and one in the ground, because you are full ready at this point for the battlement. And this is like coming up, okay? I mean, it's just like bop, bop, bop. Like right now, it's like I really would, trying to ease back in for an apology or another try, and wow, Taurus, your reading has really just kind of whammed in there with love and the way that it has turned, but it has turned out wonderfully for you, because there's no secrets, there's nothing that you have to wonder about, how anything is going to go. And I really, though, I want to take a look at these two, Seven of Swords and Five of Swords, because I want to know if there's like any sneaky or watch out for. And I'm picking up, Spirit is telling me to pull these cards, because as I do, I'm spiritual. I am Heyoka, and also, right on the Seven of Swords, the Hanged Man, okay? And actually, that is, it's you just taking your stand, you're just hanging, and that's it, and you're going to just see what pans out for you, and you're just not going to take any excuses. Enough is enough. And expectation, a little bit of change, I'm told, comes with this, and it can be read many ways. Many readers read it, but since Spirit deals with me very, very much, I bring in, and I really accept that you have really got your mind clear, and you are a little bit bitter, but who could blame you? And of course, then on the Five, I have on the Five of Swords, to clarify that, I have the Two of Staffs, okay? And you're just the person is just standing there looking out like, oh, I've got this, the world, I could have had it all, but here's the one staff behind me. I left something very good behind, and here you have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups, I'm feeling the six is a very good number, because it indicates that you are going to be just fine. You are going to go, and you're going to have abundance that really you wouldn't have had this played out the way that you felt that it would. So and it's just like shared. It's just like this that they're just they're just gathering these cups that are filled, and that is you. And what's going on with you? You are gathering in. You gathered information, and you gathered it very quickly, and it just came at you. It was like a blessing. You really didn't have to ask for it, and although it was painful, I think that you were kind of expecting it. And I'm going to say there's someone around you that is pregnant. You may not know about this pregnancy right now, but you're going to be getting the news of this pregnancy. It's someone that you know but don't know that well, and they're going to be asking you for some assistance in some way, and I feel that this is going to be kind of a blessing in disguise, because it's going to give you an opportunity to do something, offer some advice. Perhaps there is something medically that the person's going to ask you about it, and you're going to be very helpful as far as giving the advice or pointing someone else out that could give that advice to them. And okay, and the very last card for it is the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands, I feel, is it's a very someone is going to send you a very important message that you haven't expected, and it's going to come as quite a surprise, and it's going to like lift your spirits up and just give you that little up that you need. Lift your spirits, lift your vibrations. And I'm just going to say right there that I don't like when I feel that there's heartache issues, but as it lays out, so it comes out, and as Spirit leads to say it, it's said. And of course, this doesn't apply to every single Taurus out there. This is a general reading. It may apply to several. It may apply to one, but I do know that I'm speaking to at least a male, and I'm also speaking to a female. I feel very strong, and there will be others that parts of this do fit into, and I will be doing further reading. This reading has been for April 8th through the 17th, and I will be doing updates. I'm going to do the Melissa and Doreen Virtue oracle cards, and I always like to see how these cards, the last one, just kind of fits in. Please know that if you want a personal reading, just to check the description box below, and you'll see I do them. And how lovely. You have angels with you, around you, and support and guidance. And how else do we ever, except with the Spirit and the touch of God and the sending of angels, get through the catastrophes that we are dealt with just periodically, sometimes daily, sometimes just once, wouldn't it be wonderful just once in a lifetime, but isn't that a beautiful card? So you are blessed with the guidance of angels, and so please, if you have if you have gotten anything that you would like clarified, or you would like more in-depth reading, because this is general, and personal readings do get very personal and in-depth. So like, share, subscribe, just check my box below. I'm Barbara, and I'm sorry it seems that you have had a little bit of a difficult tango, but you are moving into very soon a little cha-cha-cha, and I just feel with spirit that you are going to be just wonderful, and love is going to be swooping in and touching you very soon. Once you have this more healing, your angels are going to bring that in for you. Thank you for being with me on my channel.